Hey guys, it's Dan, your host, Judy Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for the Walking Dead universe. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a breakdown of the brand new behind-the-scenes teaser for Dead City Season 2. Alright, so we have some new footage of The Walking Dead Dead City Season 2, quite a bit of it actually. I heard some people saying they were like, oh man, like this came out of nowhere, like I didn't expect this at all. I'm like, yeah, I know, I didn't expect this either. I thought like at the most we get a new sneak peek and then that would probably be it, but nah man, they're gifting us, man, they really are, and I'm happy about it too because it looks really good. So let's go over all the footage we have. It's mostly like an actors talking about stuff mixed in with new footage, but there is a lot of new footage. Like there is a lot of stuff going on. So we got Lauren right here. As you see her, she's behind the scenes and stuff like that. Quick kudos to her, by the way. She's directing an episode this season, one, maybe two, something like that. I'm forgetting, but I know she's directing this season, so I'll highlight that as well. Good for her. Here is our man, JDM. Awesome. Very cool. And here they are behind the scenes. Yeah, see, there she is. Because Lauren Cohen is probably directing, but obviously she also has to act in the episode, so that'll be very interesting. I forget what episode number. I think it's episode 2, but I could be wrong. Yeah, so here is Negan walking with some of the Barazi. We've got Maggie right here in a building of some kind. Nah, this is definitely New York somewhere. Probably Bruegel's place, if I was to assume. It looks like she just fought, though. She's got like a big scar on her head and stuff. Here we got Negan in the leather jacket, looking rather confident, like he's about to do something, so we'll have to see there. We've got Maggie's crew with Armstrong and, what's her name? Colonel Lucia. We've also got Hershel, Maggie, Jenny, Armstrong. Yeah, looks pretty cool. They're on their way to New York City. Here is Maggie. I think this is going to be Maggie in the premiere, if I was to assume. I think in the premiere, they're going to be taking a trip to New Babylon, based off the looks of it at least. And that's how they'll, of course, recruit Armstrong and obviously the rest of them there as well, too. So you got her teaching Hershel like the knife and stuff like that, which we see him doing a few times in this teaser, which was pretty cool. Kind of training him, getting him ready, stuff like that. Here they are, I believe, on their way to New Babylon as we see them kind of arriving here. You got this squad here. You got Jenny in the background. Man, I hope she speaks this season. I really do. Here we've got Maggie here. There's no scar on her face, so I'm assuming this is early on. Yeah, probably still the first episode, like before they even had the idea to go to New York again and stuff like that. Here's Hershel talking to her. I'm not sure necessarily what he's saying to her. We don't really hear, but here we got Maggie. She's kind of like looking at Hershel. You can kind of see like Hershel up there, you know, and then she's kind of like just sitting there like, oh man, like, you know, I think she says something along the lines of like, every time I look at you, all I see is myself from back in the day when like I was just hell-bent on, you know, taking Negan out no matter what, you know what I mean? So I think that's kind of what she's kind of thinking about. And it is true. Hershel looks to be the one that's kind of hell-bent on, you know, killing Negan and, you know, taking him out and stuff like that. Or is he? I mean, you know, maybe Maggie has it all wrong. I don't know. Now, yeah, that's what Maggie says right here. This is the scene before the bear shows up. I can tell based off of the setting. So this is later in the season, probably. And then he's like, you don't see me, like, you know, you're not, you know, you never really have been present, you know what I mean? Which that's screwed up, man. You can tell she's put back by it. However, like, I'm not going to deny Hershel's right. I mean, I think he's very right. I think that's exactly what's been going on this entire time. Here is the man. Here's Negan as he is walking through this building. Looks really cool. Looks really fun. I'm excited to see. Based off what I'm seeing in this, he's going to be bashing in some freaking heads. So, yeah, no, that's going to be insane. Because here we got him here, and he's like, on your knees. I'm like, holy shit, man. Like, that's crazy. They're going, like, all out with this. Like, every single detail. The only thing I'm wondering now, is he going to start doing the iron to, like, faces and stuff like that? Like, we're going to see him, like, burn people's faces. If we see him do that, that'd be insane. But wouldn't shock me. So there he is right there, forcing somebody on their knees. We can't really tell who it is, but man, damn, that's insane. So we do confirm, and it was kind of obvious, that Croat is the one that gives Negan the bat, which is pretty cool. You got him there behind the scenes. Apparently, Jeffrey Dean Morgan didn't want anybody touching Lucille. Like, even after, like, they would finish a scene, they'd be like, oh, JDM, like, you know, here, like, we can take Lucille and stuff. And he's just like, nope, nope, mine, you know? So it sounds like even JDM loves the bat. Like, he's obsessed with the darn thing. So it's pretty cool. And he's like, yep, that old Negan is still in there, you know? And he's kind of looking at him, and Negan's like, I mean, maybe, you know? Like, the thing is, this season is going to be the opportunity for Negan to truly realize if there's anything left of that in there. And it seems like there is, but thing is he going to enjoy it is the question. That's the part that, you know, I think is going to kind of haunt him. And here is Jeffrey D. Morgan as he's kind of talking about, apparently he got a tattoo last year, which is pretty cool, of Lucille. And he kind of mentions that. And then, whoa, they just give it to us. I kind of thought that maybe the episodes would kind of just reveal it themselves, but there is a hallucination of Lucille. We did hear about this. I do remember doing a video about this a few months ago, that Lucille was going to be involved in this season in a hallucination type of fashion. And he sees her in his like kind of vision of her, and obviously she's kind of like, she looks like this, right, with the, you know, the wig on and stuff like that, because that's the last thing he remembers of her, so it kind of makes sense. But yeah, I gotta say, kudos to them, man, for bringing Hillary Burton back. I think this, as I've mentioned in videos before, this is going to be the moment where Negan snaps out of it. I think he has just murdered, like, maybe even an innocent man, and he's just like, I can't do this anymore. Like, this is, you know, this is terrible. Like, what the Barazi are making me do, like, I can't live like this, you know what I mean? And I think she's going to convince him to do the right thing and help Maggie and help, you know, the survivors that are in New York to fight off against this horrible, horrible crew and fix New York for good. That's going to be Negan's mission, you know? So bringing Lucille back, man, freaking amazing. I'm so happy about that. Now, here we've got Negan. He's kind of going through like a hallway and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. You got him kind of going up to a door and stuff. We got him walking through. That is a killer shot. I remember another teaser like a good while ago where he like threw the bat. So maybe this is when he's just done. He just has like an outrage or something. I don't know. Here he is bashing a walker's head in. You can see the brains going everywhere. It looks really cool. Got the blood effects and stuff like that. Here he is smiling. Oh, man. Is he smiling because he's about to kill somebody, or is he smiling because he's like, fuck this shit? Like, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Here he is fighting someone. I think that's Armstrong, unfortunately. I think he's having to play the role, and Armstrong's trying to get away, as I've mentioned a few times before. Here he is bashing someone's head in. I mean, this is insane. This is mental. I mean, I didn't think they would show this at all. I really thought that they would save this for the actual episodes, but they're showing it, man. They're showing Negan bashing in some heads, and he's going crazy, man. I mean, holy crap. So I'm really stoked for this. This is going to be crazy. Here we got the streets of Manhattan, as we can kind of see here. We got somebody driving through here. We've got Bruegel right here as he's kind of listening to Negan doing his speech and, you know, everything like that, which is pretty interesting. We got a arena right here. This is definitely Bruegel's arena as they're kind of watching this all kind of go down. And you got Dom, I forget what she says here, but she makes some kind of remark that she's like not eating and stuff. I don't know if that has something to do with like the fight or something, but pretty interesting stuff. Now here we got Bruegel right here as he's kind of like looking down. He's got like a big smile on his face and stuff like that. God knows what he's looking at, man. Who knows? Here we've got some new guy. They advertised him minorly. They advertised this actor. I'm not 100% sure who he is, but he's going to be somebody, probably from like New Babylon or something. Here is Colonel Lucia. You've got that other woman next to her, which is the woman from the season 1 finale. I remember her. She's like, I want you to tell me everything about the methane or whatever. And then you've got Armstrong here. So good to see this group. I am glad to see this group is going to be involved, the New Babylon crew. Now, we do see Maggie as she's kind of facing off. You got some of her people back there behind her, and she looks kind of rather upset. So, yeah, I'm curious to see who she's facing off against. Probably somebody in New Babylon. Maybe she's even watching one of their people being hung up on those, like, things, you know what I mean? Like those posts. And she's kind of just like, what the hell, you know? Here is, Colonel Lucia. I want to say Anna Lucia, but then I keep thinking of Lost. So yeah, Colonel Lucia right here. She's like standing next to her and stuff. She's kind of saluting her. Here we've got this person. I think that's what Maggie's looking at. You got this guy. Now, I swear, somebody correct me in the comments, but I feel like I've seen this guy. Like, I feel like I've seen this extra. I've seen this actor. Walking Dead is known for this, man. Like, there was like that one guy that was in Daryl Dixon season 1 at that like auto shop or whatever, and he was in the original series in season 8 as a savior. Like, sometimes they use the same extras. I can't quite put my finger on it, but he looks familiar. I don't know. Something bugged me when I saw that clip. I don't know what it was. I feel like I've seen him used in The Walking Dead before. Comment below and let me know if you've seen him, because he looks mad familiar to me. Here is Maggie and Jenny fighting in this like big old arena. You got like them, like they kind of save them and stuff like that. Not bad. Like I said, I think this stuff is in the premiere. I think this is before they take the trip to New York. So that's pretty cool. You've got Negan and you've got Croat. I don't think this is in the same location. I think they are clearly messing with them here. Messing with us as the viewers. Here is Bruegel. Going over some crazy Bruegel things. God knows what that is. Maybe giving Negan some advice. I don't know. He looks to have seen the city light up here. It looks like that's definitely his perspective when the city lights up, which is very interesting. I'm curious to see what that's all going to kind of lead to. Here we've got Dama basically saying that like Negan's like, yeah, like I'm the best you got. And she's like, yeah, like not really. Like, you know, there always could be a replacement. You know what I mean? So she's not 100% sold on Negan. Like, obviously, right now, he's the best choice that she has, but that doesn't mean, like, permanently that's going to be the solution. So we'll see where that goes. You got Negan. This is really interesting. You've got him talking to Maggie. This is, I believe, the first scene where they see each other again after the time skip, and he's just like, yeah, like, you know, I can't even really save myself, you know, like, let alone everybody else. So, yeah, it's interesting, to say the least. That's not the interaction I would have expected these two to have here. I would have expected like her to be like, you fucking idiot, you know? Which maybe she still will be. Maybe she still will. But it sounds like Negan's actually like kind of, I would say traumatized, because Negan's not really traumatized ever, but he's just like, it looks like he's very much not enjoying this, and it sounds like he almost feels like a shell of himself now, which is very interesting. So I'm liking that. Now, what is up with this? You got like some walkers that are all kind of like standing in this room. They're not necessarily moving either. Have the walkers just been here so long that they don't move anymore? I mean, we have seen that like in season 11, episode 1 of the original. I do remember like they weren't moving and like they were kind of just there. So maybe, yeah, that's a tough one. I'm not 100% sure on that one. And yeah, you see like Negan, he's even just like, what? Like, what's going on here, you know? So we'll see what's going on there. This was freaky, man. You got this huge platform here connecting building to building, and you've got Maggie that's fighting this walker, and then all of a sudden she falls, and you see the bottom there, and it's like, whoa, that's a huge drop. And then the freaking glass starts to break. I'm like, holy shit. That's crazy, man. That is insane. So, I mean, obviously she's not going to die here. I mean, the writers, I would freaking, like, oh, man, if I could, I'd sue them if they killed Maggie. But, yeah, like, oh, man, I don't know. I don't know how the hell she gets out of this, admittedly. Like, does Negan save her? Does Armstrong save her? Hershel save her? I don't know. It's interesting, to say the least. I don't know. Maybe she's hooked up to something. The glass actually does break. She starts to fall, and then it catches her or something. You know, maybe like she's like attached to something or something, like she got a parachute on her. I don't fucking know. Something, you know, who knows? But there's got to be something. There's no way she dies there. But I was seriously like, what the hell? I'll tell you this. If it was the main series with multiple seasons coming up later on, I would have been like, okay, like, could they kill Maggie here? You know what I mean? But I obviously don't think they're going to do that. Here is Hershel fighting against this walker. Pretty cool. He looks like a badass this season. I'm interested in seeing more of him. We've got Croat right here saying boom as they blow up the friggin' like boat and stuff. Negan crying. I think this is after he interacts with Lucille. I think this is after he does that, and he fully makes a decision just to flip on the group. Either that or he breaks down after he bashes that guy's head in. Like, he actually, like, it actually gets to him. You know what I mean? Or it could be a mixture of both. He could bash the man's head in, then see Lucille, and then he just thinks about all of it and just breaks down. You know what I mean? Probably something like that, too. Maggie killing 2 dudes solo like that. Damn, I mean, it's expected. Maggie and Negan are badasses. Yeah, Maggie really is kicking some ass this season from what I can tell. Here she is facing off against a bear. Now, okay, we finally got our answer, I would say. This is clearly a zombie. This is clearly a walker bear. So we can now kind of just confirm that it seems like animals are turning now. That is a new lore piece to the Walking Dead Dead City, which is very, very interesting. Yeah, I didn't really expect them to go in that direction. I don't know if this world got mad or what's going on, but yeah, they're turning. So yeah, it's very, very interesting. I'm all for it as long as it's handled well, of course. I know people say, "Oh, this looks like shit." Like to me, I'm interested. I'm interested in seeing what it is. You know what I mean? I'm gonna check it out first and kind of build my own opinion on it. Initial thoughts. I mean, it looks crazy. It looks pretty intense. You got to expand the lore somehow. So, I get it. I'm shocked they didn't do it sooner. I think that's the one thing I'd say is like I'm shocked they're doing it this late in the game, but. It's better late than never, I would say. So, I mean, go crazy if you want to. Here is Negan. He's like kind of crying and stuff like that. That's probably the same scene. And yeah, there you go. So, yeah, very interesting. Yeah, that's the beginning with Lauren. Okay, so that's the teaser. So, man, I mean, I gotta say, this looks fucking good. I mean, this looks really good. I am seriously, seriously getting excited for this. I've said this many times before. Dead City, one of the main reasons that, a few months ago, I was really begging them to start promoting this is because I love the first season. I love it. And it looks like the second season. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. The second season looks even better. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The second season looks even crazier than the friggin' first. So I am just... I don't know, man. Like this shot right here. Like I am seriously looking forward to this season. So let me know your thoughts. How do you feel about this new teaser, all this new footage we got here today? And do you think we'll get any more? Or do you think this is, going to be it? So yeah, actually it's not it because apparently there's a sneak peek coming out on the 7th. So maybe that'll be it. I don't know. So anyway, let me know your thoughts. Post your comments down below, guys. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, be sure to click subscribe so you don't miss any other videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos of the Walking Dead universe. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected, every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.